Hello and welcome again to Not Fake News. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and smash that like button like Hillary does blackberries. You're trying to be relevant again, aren't you, Madonna, Ashley Judd, and Shayla Barf? I know how to say his name, Shayla Buff, whatever. I call him Boff. Because I can. And he's not going to do a damn thing about it. Sheriff Clark just shared a photograph of his father. Aw, he's got a Trump hat on. And it's a baseball hat, not a trucker hat. Not that I have anything against truckers, but it's a damn baseball hat. Happy Father's Day to all dads. My dad, like father, like son. A real Donald Trump supporter to the end. He is an airborne ranger. Fought in Korea. That was a hard one, boy. All right. Next. Just in. Tragic news out of California. A woman and two children were found dead following an assault call. A woman and two children were found deceased following an assault call in Northwest Modesto Saturday. Just after 7 p.m. yesterday, officers were called to the 1600 block of Bay Meadows Drive to investigate an assault. When officers arrived, they found a 30-year-old woman and two boys, ages 9 and 4, deceased in the home. Now, that's terrible, and that's the end of that story. But I'm sure they're looking into the father, because you always got to look there first. I mean, who kills kids other than a deranged man who thinks he's probably doing them a favor because he just killed their mom? Oh, I killed their mom. I better kill them because, they're better off. But that's probably what's happening here. Or we're talking some terrorists, robbers came into the house and just did something that is shocking. So I hope it's not that, because that's scary. Either way, bad story. Bad story. Bad story. Okay, here we go. Cosby prosecutor makes a decision on the future of the case. The prosecutor on Bill Cosby case vowed to retry the case. Bill Cosby, the comedian once known as America's Dad for his TV role as a paternal Dr. Cliff Huxtable, is declaring victory this Father's Day after the jury deliberated 52 hours without reaching a consensus on charges. He drugged and molested a woman in 2004. Yeah, this is like so old. Why is he not in jail, or this is not over yet? No one from Cosby's real or TV family was in court Saturday when the case ended in a mistrial. Instead, Cosby emerged from the courthouse with his publicity team, which read a statement from his wife that accused the judge likely to retry him of arrogance and collusion with prosecutors. Whatever, man. District Attorney Kevin Steele vowed to try the 79-year-old Cosby a second time, saying accuser Andrea Constant supported the decision. She has known such courage through this. She has shown, and we are in awe of what she has done, Steele said. She's entitled to a verdict in this case. Cosby team declared victory, however temporary it may be. Next, Ted Nugent shocked everyone when he said this. Ted Nugent says he's going to be toned down the commentary during his shows, and that it's time for unity. I haven't seen any gesture whatsoever from the left. They're still going to, it looks to me, burn down buildings if they don't agree with your speech. Ted Nugent told Fox and Friends he plans to tone the commentary down. Where is that? I want the video, man. There we go. I get tired of reading. I need a video every once in a while.
In the wake of last week's assassination attempts on Republican congressmen, many are now calling for a more civil political tone. One person who is promising to do so is longtime conservative Ted Nugent. But will anybody on the left follow his lead? Here to discuss is the rock and roll legend Ted Nugent. So, Ted, your comments about wanting to tone down the political rhetoric are welcome by many, but I think it's the source that has people most interested in here. We're going to play a headline of something you said from times past that makes what you're saying now even more interesting. You once said that Obama should, quote, suck on my machine gun. Now the title is he wants to tone down the hateful rhetoric. This is the headline about you. There it is right there. So you once said that, now you want to tone it down. I think that's an important recognition.
Whoops.
Where you said, hey, it's just time to calm all this down.
It's not me, man.
Well, number one, happy Father's Day every damn day across America. And I think the fact that my kids and my wife have consulted me and told me that I'd be more effective if I abandoned the Motor City streets.
Damn, Ted, your stream is jacked up, bro. What's up with your stream, my man? Can't see anything.
Fine, but let me make it perfectly clear. I have never projected hate. When I said that about sucking on my machine guns, that was a direct response to the liberal Democrats, Obama and Clinton et al., to ban certain types of firearms, violating their oath to the Constitution and the Second Amendment. That was a metaphor, and nobody's too stupid not to know that. But the left is so dishonest that they misrepresented that. And make it perfectly clear with my Foxing friends, I have never threatened anybody. I have never hinted at violence. During adrenaline-charged rock and roll performances, Detroit street slang comes out. But I have been admonished somewhat by Mrs. Nugent. And I just think in these heightened, exciting times politically, I am
This is
reaching
how
out across the aisle.
Democrats
And I'm saying
24/7.
we must all unite to
In
bring
the
no
days of
violence,
dream
no
world.
harm to any of our fellow Americans. And I think it's important to note, my not-so-good friend Bill Maher acknowledged that, and I will be joining him on his show to make sure that we clarify this and that we are going to unite on no violence.
Yeah, you know, a wife and a daughter, they will certainly soften you, if anything else. So kudos to them, because I think that the language has gotten totally out of control, something that you have admitted. Are we going to see a different Ted Nugent moving forward, and who is that Ted Nugent going to be?
Well, not different. I like to use the word upgraded. My intensity will not back down one spit. My passion and my sincerity will not back down one iota. But I am going to make sure that in a debate that I am civil, which I've always been civil. Again, during the outrage of a
Civil
rock and roll
war.
performance, machine gun references have been made, but nobody could possibly think I want anybody's lips anywhere near my machine gun.
Right.
That was a metaphor. But I'm going to reach out and say civility should be the modus operandi of Americans, no matter which side of the aisle they are on.
Okay, Ted, so do people on both sides of the aisle follow your lead? Does this happen, or is this a pipe dream?
Well, it's not a pipe dream, even though I am a
I'm
dreamer.
no, we're not
Don't take me
landing.
involved.
We're not landing. We're
I
still
have
in
not
dream
seen any
world.
gesture
There we go.
whatsoever from the left. They still are going to, it looks to me, going to burn down buildings if they disagree with your speech. They're still going to turn over cars and attack people if they don't agree with you. And let me also pinpoint, my family and I's lives have been threatened. They threatened to kill me on Facebook, even though 99.9% of my Facebookers are positive and sincere and logic and truth oriented, but the violence from the other side is unprecedented.
Well, that's the
so
question.
I'm still waiting for somebody.
Is the left capable? Alinskyeites, who have always sort of trafficked in fomenting this kind of resistance now. I mean, Joy Reid of MSNBC on another channel recently trashing Representative Scalise for mainstream Republican positions while he is recovering from being shot. I mean, what happens? Can the left even do it?
Boy, again, I'm a dreamer and I'm a positive guy. I'm a hopeless optimistic. I haven't seen anything, but I can still hope. And I've reached out on my Facebook. I have tens of millions of Facebookers, and I communicate every day numerous times, and many have identified themselves as liberal Democrats who don't like my hunting and don't like my NRA board of directorship. They don't like a lot of my politics, but they love the music. How can you not love the music? So they've reached out and they've thanked me for my recent gesture to be more civil, and I will keep that bound.
Yeah, well, Ted, it's, I think, something that we all needed to hear right now. So thank you for acknowledging that and for listening to the good women in your life. We appreciate them very much. So, Ted, good to have you with us.
Ted.
Thanks so much. Happy Father's Day.
Right on, Teddy. All right. Next. Looks like the French president could be in trouble. French President Emmanuel Macron is expected to receive a smaller majority in Parliament than previously expected due to a low turnout in this weekend's election. Partial official results from France's second-round preliminary elections show President Emmanuel Macron's centrist party with a clear lead over the country's traditional right-wing and leftist parties. With 57% of the votes counted, the Interior Ministry said Sunday that Macron's Republic on the Move party had won 41% of the vote, followed by conservative Republicans with 23%. The ministry said that the National Front was in third place and was nearly 10%, followed by the Socialists in 6.2. Pollsters, which we can't believe a word they say, project that Macron's party and its allies won't clear majority in the National Assembly, the powerful lower house. Many candidates in this party joined after Macron won the presidency in May. Next. New country joins the fight against ISIS. Iran has launched missiles into eastern Syria, aiming to destroy militant groups it holds responsible for last week's deadly attacks on its capital city, Tehran. Iran fired missiles on Sunday into Syria, aiming at the bases of militant groups it holds responsible for the attacks on Tehran, which left 18 people dead last week. Iran's Tasnim news agency reported. Iranian Revolutionary Guards launched the mid-range ground-to-ground missiles from western Iraq to Deir al-Zur, region of eastern Syria, killing a large number of terrorists and destroying their equipment and weapons. The missiles targeted the headquarters and gathering centers of Takfiri terrorists, supporting and building car bombs. It said military leaders and officials in Iran, a predominantly Shiite country, often refer to Sunni Muslim radicals as Takfiris. The Revolutionary Guards are fighting in Syria against militant groups who oppose President Bashar al-Assad. Next, Al Sharpton. Bizarre Father's Day post just made him a laughingstock. That man is already a laughingstock. This must be good. He doesn't look good skinny either. He really don't. The picture must be for Al's Tinder profile. Ugh. Can you see that? Happy Father's Day. Headed to work out at dawn. Then I'm live on Politics Nations with Al Sharpton at 8 a.m. on MSNBC. Then it is my national show from 9 to 10. And then I preach from 9:30 to 11:30. Somebody tweeted, "Stop!" I'm live, by the way. What can I get you? If you could just see my kid, it's... All right. Wow, there's a lot of tweets. Lots of tweets. Panamanian, Zara, no hope, LOL, funny picture. What a effing tool. Happy Father's Day. I don't know why, but this is so funny to me. He is here wilding. Whatever, Sharpton. I remember that guy. I remember him first. He was in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. And Howard Beach thing with the whole thing. That was bad. That was really bad. And that's it for that one, folks. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and smash that like button. Still live. See, look at love. You're welcome, Rum the Mug. You're welcome.